What's going on, everyone? Welcome to part 2 of my fragrance collection rating video. You guys sent me some of your fragrances and your collections, and so I'm going to be talking about that today in a part 2. So stick around, make yourself comfortable, and let's jump right in. What's going on, everyone? It's Eli with Common Sense. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's take a look at some of your collections. This next one is sent over from Brandon, and I gotta say, just by looking at some of these right here, it looks like you really frequent the rack stores. I gotta say, I've seen almost every single one of these at the rack store, and hopefully you got those for a really good price. Yeah, especially these bottom ones. These are all the Milestone perfumes, ones that you can get for about 15 bucks or so. And they have some really, really good fragrances. I also did a video up here if you want to check out some of my 10 top favorite Milestone fragrances that I think are worth the money. So check out that video if you want to learn which are the best. Ooh, I also see some watches down there. I need you to tell me which ones those are, because I love watch collecting and I almost like that more than fragrances. Probably just as much. You gotta tell me what those watches are if you're watching this. Again, Brandon's got some Coach fragrances up here. Those are really nice. I think that's the regular one. That one's amazing, or that's maybe the platinum. Either way, those are both great fragrances. Bergamot's a nice fragrance by Commodity. I think that one's also discontinued. Oof. I also spot a super underrated fragrance. That one is also discontinued. Bulgari's Aquamarine. Yeah, that fragrance is a really strong beast mode fragrance. And yeah, that one just smells like pure sophistication, my friend. Also got some more of these cheapies over here. I'm just gonna pick out some of my favorite ones because I do also own probably most of these, or at least have smelled and maybe sold some of them off at yard sales because you gotta downsize sometimes. But yeah, St. Bart's right here, fantastic. St. Kitts right behind it. If you see those purple or blue bottles, the boxes, get those, no questions asked, just get it right now. Now down here, this is the one that makes me excited because I've smelled a lot of these and it looks like you had definitely been collecting these for sure. I gotta say, these ones back here, the Velvet Incenso collection, the Velvet collection, those are fantastic. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those, especially Ombre Sun, the yellow one. That one's really, really good. Also, these Contra ones over here, yeah, right behind the Moschino, those are really, really nice. The exclusive Latin, that one is a really nice latent twist. And also the Pharos, this like silver one in the front. That one is also really, really good for the money. Yeah, these are some really good fragrances. I'm gonna give you a solid 8 out of 10, Brandon. You got some nice variety, and some of those cheapies, yeah, you got some really good ones in there, so nice job. This next one is from 7545 Photography. We're just gonna call you 7545. So it looks like you definitely have some of these Mercedes fragrances. I actually wore one of them as my scent of the day. It's this one, the Mercedes-Benz Man Bright, the silver bottle with the blue. That one is so, so nice. In fact, a lot of their fragrances are, and I still need to try some more. Ooh, you got the Lattafa Oud collection over here on the corner. Man, those ones I really, really want to like. There's some of them that smell very synthetic, and I remember I talked about them a while ago. I don't know if I can recommend those anymore. I think they're too screechy and too synthetic for my liking, kind of as my, tastes shift a little bit and as you start refining your nose a little bit. But yeah, that's just my personal take. Ooh, these are some interesting bottles. I've never heard of these in the back behind the Mercedes-Benz ones. You're gonna have to tell me what those are. I'm very curious. Okay, you also have some of these rack store fragrances. Some of these are really, really good, especially the Hanin by Riviera. That one's really nice. Opera, again, that one is fantastic. Ooh, Versace Man Au Fraiche. 10 out of 10 fragrance. You have to have that in your collection. It is a really good cheapie and it's a bestseller for a reason. Looks like you got Acqua di Gio back there, the OG. That one is also really good. And I've actually stopped people recently and asked them what they're wearing because on different people it smells slightly different. And a lot of the times they've just said it's Acqua di Gio. I'm like, what? I've smelled that fragrance a million times, but on some people it just really, really works with their chemistry. Rock Street. Okay, these are interesting because I have been looking for some Bond number 9 twists and it looks like you have them by Metropolis. I gotta check those out. Thanks for giving me the video idea. Yeah, again, you have the Velvet collection. These bottles, if you ever see these in the rack store, definitely pick them up because they are so, so good for the 15 or so bucks that you're gonna spend. Ooh, you also got Sculpture. I actually just got that fragrance in. I'm gonna talk about that shortly, but I really am loving that one as well. Yeah, it looks like you also got some Banana Republic fragrances. Those ones are, I kind of have a love-hate relationship. I've only really liked maybe 1 or 2 fragrances a lot, like worth keeping, and I've bought probably 12 or 15 of them. Like, I remember I used to buy them like crazy. But yeah, this one in the front is the best one, the tobacco and tonka bean. That one's really good. Yeah, really, really good variety here, and I really don't have anything to complain with these collections. You've got a nice, ooh, that makes me a little bit nervous with the plastic. Yeah, if it's rated for that much weight, yeah, I really hope it's rated for that much weight. But yeah, solid collection here. Don't really have any complaints apart from that slightly leaning fragrance shelf right there. But apart from that, you have a really nice variety. Nothing to complain about. I'd say this one is also a good 8 out of 10. This next one is from JL, and they said, "Take it easy on me, please, and thank you." Yeah, I'm not like roasting anybody. I know I said that in the community post, but we're all good vibes here. Ooh, okay, you got some Ferragamo fragrances. I just got one of those recently, and I do like that one. I think it was the bright leather. You got some classics. You got some Harleston, I believe it was. You got the Missoni. What looks like a bootleg Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance. Yeah, I don't know if this is the legit bottle, but it looks like it's either the original or a clone of the Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. Either way, that is a fantastic fragrance, and I do prefer that over the original Baccarat Rouge 540. Man, you got some good ones in here. Imperium, I love that fragrance. I use that as my gym fragrance. I always keep that with me and always just spray myself if it's super hot. That's a really good one. One Signature, that one's also discontinued. That is a great fragrance, by the way. Looks like you got La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. Still an amazing designer fragrance, and it's one of the best date night fragrances. And again, Jeremy hyped it up way back in the day, but it's still a really good fragrance, and I have some great memories with that one. And you're ending it with this beautiful Lattafa fragrance, Badi Al Oud for Glory. Oh, we are not done. I'm gonna just pick out some of my favorites here. Looks like, yeah, Contra Men Only Intense. That one is fantastic. Mouge Affection. You got the classics. You're also frequenting the rack stores. I can tell because of these guest fragrances down here, the Banana Republic, and a lot of these $20 fragrances. But these are really good cheapies, so that is not a bad thing. You have some really, really good cheapies, and I myself own a lot of these in my collection as well. So yeah, you got some good ones here. What is going on down here? Go Blue and Go Black. Those look like the Walmart dupe fragrances. I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen those there for like $7 or $8. But hey, don't knock them until you try them. But I might save your money. Oof. And this one right here, Coffee and Whiskey, is a fantastic fragrance from the Bath & Body Works collection. I think it's probably one of the best ones, that one and also the Smoked Old Fashioned. Those are my top 2 fragrances from Bath & Body Works. Great, great collection. Looks like you do have a legit bottle here. My theory is that that one was a clone, and then you also got the smaller bottle to test them. That's smart if that was the way that you did it. This is a solid collection. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. You did a really good job, JL. We're gonna kind of speed through these because we are going through a lot of fragrances, but this next one is from Phil. Greetings from Manchester, England. Here is my meager collection. This doesn't include samples or decants. Please be kind, all the best, Phil. Phil, I really appreciate you. Thank you for checking out the channel, and hopefully you're doing well on the other side of the pond. All right, we got Bleu de Chanel. Looks like it is the Eau de Toilette. That is a really nice, freshy. And you also got some Lattafa over here, Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf. Really nice, spicy, just warm winter fragrance. La Maison Le Parfum. If you have that fragrance in your collection, man, you're already winning in my opinion. Looks like you also like the Roberto Cavalli fragrances. I haven't tried too many of their fragrances, but I've heard really good things, especially about the Roberto Cavalli Uomo. So I gotta try that one. Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. That is a great value for the price. It's a nice version of that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce Most Wanted. Those are also really nice, kind of sweet gourmand fragrances. Looks like you also have some really nice designers. Dior Fahrenheit, I still like that fragrance. I know it's a little bit of an old school fragrance. It's been around for a while, and I know some people don't like it, but I like that one, and I really appreciate that one. Club de Nuit Intense Man. You got Missoni Wave. That one is also, again, going to be a staple in a lot of people's collections. So I think it's a great cheapie if you're looking for a nice freshie. Phil, you got some of the solid fragrances here. You got some cheaper, affordable ones. You got some kind of dipping your toes into the Lattafa in the Middle East. Really appreciate that. And you also have some really, really classy designer fragrances. Gucci Guilty. Yeah, you got some great ones. Even Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. That one is just as classic and masculine as you can get. So yeah, great collection. I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10, Phil. Thank you so much for watching. So our second to last one is from Mark, and Mark says, I've been watching your show for about a year and it would be so cool to have you review my collection. Thanks in advance, Mark. Man, Mark, it is so cool to hear that you've been checking out the videos and sticking around with the channel for about a year. I really appreciate that, because a lot of the times people will get recommended a video and they'll see it maybe once or twice, but I really do appreciate it when you guys stick around, because it just makes me know that there are people out there who do just want to stick around and watch what I do. All right, let's take a look at some of these. I mean, right off the bat, you got these beautiful Roja fragrances in the front. You got Enigma and Elysium. Excellent choices. I do own Elysium, and at some point I do think I am going to get Enigma. Those really good, versatile, just easy to wear fragrances. Oh, Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum. That one is fantastic. It's kind of got that Kulfi vibe. It's a little bit ramped up. I feel like it's a little bit more creamy in the Parfum version. Yeah, that is a really good winter fragrance. You picked really well on that one. Oh, it looks like you got some Polo back there. You got the OG Lattafa Camera. Again, really loud, really strong, but a really nice, affordable, just powerhouse fragrance. And it's gonna get a lot of compliments, I feel like. You're gonna get noticed. I can't quite tell if that's the black or the purple one just because of the lighting here, but either way, both of those are really good. The Body Al Oud Amethyst or the Oud for Glory. Really good fragrances. You got a Club de Nuit back there. Got the Tux. Really good collection. You got some expensive. You have some niche and some high-end designer and also some affordable fragrances. Oh, I also saw you got the Angel Share. Yeah, this is definitely what you want in a fragrance collection. You want a couple expensive high-end ones if you can afford it, and then also just some samples of the expensive ones, and not too many. I really dig this fragrance collection. I'm gonna give this one a good 8.5 out of 10. And again, you don't have too many. You have just the right ones. So that is a really good collection, Mark. Last but not least, we're looking at Joel, and Joel said, sorry for the late submission, life has been crazy. Sincerely, Sir Helmsley. That is a cool nickname, Joel Helms. Oh boy. Okay, let's dive into this one. Man, you got some really great value and long-lasting fragrances in here. The first ones that kind of pop out to me are the Lattafa Serre. I absolutely love that one. It is a super good gourmand vanilla fragrance. It's kind of cinnamon-like. It reminds me of Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex. Oh, so good. Holy crap. Yeah, you got both Lattafa Al Nashamas. You also got Jacket Clubs, and I did do a video where I compared them. Oh, you also got that one, the Lattafa Pisa. I still got to get that one. I hear great things about that one. Ooh, this green Mont Blanc Individuel tonic. That is a great flanker. I know some people didn't necessarily love that one, but I personally think it is almost better than the original. It's kind of green. It's got that dryer sheet vibe, and it kind of reminds me a tiny little bit of Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity Silver. Not going to be exactly the same, but it's got some of that black currant, kind of musky, creamy white vibes that I kind of get from that one. Vintage Radio, still a really good fragrance. It's a really good version of Paragon. Now this one down here, Versace the Dreamer. That one is still so classy. It is so good. It smells way more expensive than it is, very mature. And if you haven't owned this fragrance and you want something truly unique, kind of floral, but very masculine, kind of tobacco in there, definitely pick out Versace the Dreamer. So freaking good. Same with Eternal Oud. Man, I'm jealous of this collection. You have some really good fragrances, some ones that I want to try, and yeah, if you're starting out, a lot of these fragrances in this collection are going to be really good fragrances. So yeah, just basically pick any of these and you'll get some really good ones. Okay, I like these. I really like these old school ones. These are some of the OG classics. 4711 Eau de Cologne. That's one of the first fragrances I believe that was ever created. That one, it's a really nice neroli-based fragrance. And you also got the Brut. I think that's what it was. Was it Brut? Yeah, the Brut. Oh man, 1968. Old school in a bottle. You got the lavender, the oak moss, and the anise. Yeah, good times. I think my dad even wore that back in the day, I'm pretty sure. I remember him talking about that. Some of those splash colognes were just like super classic back in the day, and I didn't really grow up with them, but I've heard many stories from my dad, you know, and other people just from previous generations, and how they just grew up, you know, going out for a date, getting ready, shaving, and do some splash cologne. Yeah, that I really appreciate you sending that one in there too, because for a lot of people, that's where their fragrance game started. Joel, really good collection. I'm gonna give that one an 8.5 out of 10. So there we have it. There were a ton of submissions, and I really enjoyed doing this video. So if you want me to do this again, leave a like, consider subscribing, and let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a part 2, because this is just so fun, just seeing what you guys have. All of these have done really good. You have a nice variety, and you know, just me, I'm picking out some of my personal favorite ones. So great job, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing week. You stay safe out there. I'm Eli with Common Sense, and until the next time, bye-bye. This is gonna be like a 40-minute long video. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have made this in part 1 and 2.